going in and looking at it through the prism of what just transpired in Canada, the G7, and using that as a springboard, because clearly President Trump is using the G7 and what transpired there, good or bad, as a springboard going into this summit meeting. I think the message is pretty clear to Kim Jong-un and to anyone else who's paying attention, and that is Donald Trump will not be rolled over. He's not a pushover, and he's going to be a tough bargainer on whatever they talk about at the summit.
I think he was using Justin Trudeau as a sparring partner, the same way heavyweight fighters do, to kind of practice hitting and being hit, but knowing that they're not really going for a knockout. And I think that the message to Kim Jong-un is a very good one, by Trump showing his willingness to cancel the summit, then his willingness to reschedule it. And after Justin Trudeau, his willingness to blow up an international forum when he doesn't get his way, was very good. Remember what Richard Nixon said. The most important thing is for an American president to convince the leader of the Soviet Union that he is insane.
Well, I don't know if I want to touch that one or not. We know that many people have many different opinions of Donald Trump, but I think at least most people would agree that he's a tough bargainer. And clearly, if you become a billionaire in your business dealings, you're doing something right. But the objective going in is pretty clear, and that is to get rid of nukes from the hands of Kim Jong-un and the North Korean regime. And I think Donald Trump is going in with a clear vision for what the goal is, but also with a very realistic point of view. And I want to play a quick clip regarding that. Roll tape.
Our people have been working very, very well with the representatives of North Korea. So we're going in with a very positive attitude, and I think we're going to come out fine. But I've said it many times. Who knows? Who knows? May not work out. It's a good chance it won't work out. There's probably an even better chance that it will take a period of time. It'll be a process.
Okay, so number one, it's a process, and he's being realistic. This is not going to solve the world's problems in one sit-down, so there'll maybe more summit meetings coming up. And number two, the wording has changed, Dick, from this administration. And it's not just the denuclearization of North Korea, but it's the denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula, and that is significant. It means that, number one, the United States won't be giving South Korea nukes anytime soon if this is achieved, and number two, the entire region might be scrubbed of nukes.
Yeah, I think that's a very effective thing. I think, though, that we're all making a fundamental oversight, or committing an oversight, by seeing this as a bargaining situation, zero-sum game, I win, you lose. I think that it's much more in the nature of a religious conversion. I think that Kim Jong-un is kind of like the inheritor of a crime family, a mafia family, that's ruled the country for 70 years. And now they've decided it's time to make some money. And they've decided that they really want to be part of the global economy and make out like the crime family that they are. And it's very significant that they're holding this in Singapore, which is one of the most authoritarian, but also one of the most rich places in the world, so that authoritarianism and financial gain can go hand in hand. You don't have to have a democracy. And I think that really what's going on here is Trump is showing Kim Jong-un how to get rich and how the United States can help him and his country do that. It was so significant, that photograph, I don't know if everybody's seen it, from space of the Korean Peninsula. And South Korea is all lit up at night, and North Korea is all dark. And that's what they face. And I think that they've decided to come in from the cold. I think that they're converting themselves to capitalism, not democracy, but capitalism. And I think that Trump will find a tremendous ally in North Korea as he moves them into the global economy. And let me also say, this couldn't happen under any other president. We've had 10 presidents who failed at this. But Donald Trump, with his business background and his experience, as you say, is uniquely qualified to do this.
But as you point out, Dick, we can't look at this in some sort of little incubator when it's just the United States and Korea, North Korea in this situation. Obviously, South Korea is a big player, but China is a huge factor in all this. And it's interesting, Mike Pompeo, Secretary of State, comes out and he says, hey, part of what we'll be talking about is if they give up their nuclear weapons as some sort of unique security parameters offered by the United States. To that, the Chinese government might be saying, now, wait a minute.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.